What's going on, guys? We're up the Waitotora Valley. Gonna head out, chase some pigs around, shoot some goats and deer. We've got a scope that's been sent to us to review from oneleaf. So we're gonna be doing a review on that, testing it out, putting it through all the weather conditions, and we're gonna give that away during and at the end of the video. So stick around and check it out.
Wasn't too long after that, the rain had cleared and we were off, straight up to one of Jason's favourite pig hunting spots in the forestry. And it didn't take long and we were on. Nice 40 pounder for the chiller. There was another wee one there though, but he managed to evade the dogs for another day. No more sign of pigs, so Jason put the dogs away and we popped around the corner and searched for some venison. And sure enough, there was one right there. We've left the original NV100 scope audio on for a demonstration.
Can you see it? Ready?
The deer made it about 15 metres and then dropped. And it wouldn't be a trip out with Jason without at least one thing going wrong.
Should have probably got a Hilux. Probably should have got a Hilux.
Luckily for us, it's not Jason's first time being stuck, so with a couple of his quick tricks, he managed to back himself out of there. So we managed to get out of that situation pretty safely, and then decided with the rain carrying on the way it was that we'd pack it in, and then head out the next morning on the quad 17 kilometres through the bush, out to the back of the farm, see if we could find some deer. Sure enough, as soon as we got out there, there was just deer running everywhere. So we decided we'd just quickly knock a few goats over and get a bit of a demonstration through this NV100 scope. So the first footage here is with it attached to my Leopold 3-9, and then the second image is through the NV100 scope. So to attach the NV100 to your own scope, just tape the scope, add the attachment which just slides on over, tighten the 4 screws and then click the handheld on. As you can see being done here, you don't have to be very strong to do it, it just clicks straight into place. Alright, time to go get some venison for the freezer now. So we're just heading back to the front farm through the bush track, and we're going to have a quick stop at their hut on the way, which is unreal. We were planning on staying there for a few nights, but it's just been raining so much so we weren't going to be able to get the trucks all the way there, but check this out. A few bunks in here, bit of a bar liner there, another double bed, wicked fireplace oven, cook on it, cook in it, bit of a kitchen here, got a chef here as well, fridge, gas cooking, all the food and utensils. Got to take a quad in here at this time of the year though. The old track's a bit rough. Alright, so Jason's just spotted a few stags just down here, about 450 yards away, but we've just got the 223 with the scope cam on it. So I'm just going to sneak down this ridge here along the bottom there, and hopefully on this bush edge down on the corner there I can get a shot up at them. Should only be about a 100-yard shot. Jason's after one for the freezer as well, so try to get a couple of them if we can. Just trying to make sure I don't spook the sheep. I'm about 400 yards from the deer now, but I'll be pretty surprised if I don't see more deer on my way down. This place is just riddled with deer, so if I keep my eyes peeled I'll probably bump into another one before then. Sure enough, 2 minutes after that bumped into a trio of deer, sitting there looking at them at about 20 yards, just wishing I'd brought my bow with me. Would have been a perfect opportunity. Just a couple young deer here, a young one and a hind. The hind hasn't seen me.
hind, yearling and a fawn. Not the ones we're after, but pretty cool to see. They were about 15 metres away. If I had a bow, that would have been pretty perfect. Fawn's just up there. Carry on down to the bottom, get onto these bigger looking ones. Bit of native nettle. Now you do not want to walk into that. If you know what stinging nettle is like, we'll times that by 20. Probably. I think I've heard stories of like horses or dogs dying from it. I've been stung by it before a few years ago, and it probably would have taken a good 5 days for it to come right. Yeah, you definitely don't want to walk into that. So I've just got down the bottom and the stags are actually up a bit higher. I've probably walked about 300 metres. So I'm just going to come up here and take a shot. Just over there. Alright, just cruising around the ridge now to where the stag should be. If it all went to plan. 50 metres around here. I think it should be right there somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. It's going to have a fair bit of meat on it, bro. So the second stag I've shot mustn't have been the perfect shot. It's come about 40 metres. There's a fair bit of blood here, but hopefully we can find it. And it's a relatively decent shot, hopefully. So just heading back out of the bush now. Wasn't able to collect that deer. Followed the blood trail for probably 150 metres through the bush, but that is the risk you take when you're hunting, is every time you pull the trigger you're risking wounding an animal. There is so many different factors with hunting. It could just move, it could jump, wind, lots of different things, but it's the risk you take, and if you're not willing to take that risk then you're probably never going to become a hunter. But we try our best to minimise these risks, but as we can see it doesn't always pan out. The first one dropped straight away, and then I reloaded and had a go at the second one, but just wasn't able to do it. I hope that it does die shortly, but I did everything that I could to make sure I could find it, but just couldn't find it. Lost the track, and it wasn't bleeding very much either, so I'm not too sure where I've hit it, but I'll better hopefully review the footage and learn from it.
For some reason my GoPro decided to do a time lapse here, but you can see the bullet went through its heart, lungs, and it took out both its front shoulders. So we packed it on the bike and took it straight back to the chiller to cool it down, and we're going to take this night vision scope out tonight and see how it goes at night time.
Alright, so we're just heading out for a quick test of this night vision scope at night time, and we've come across a deer pretty much straight away, but we just couldn't quite get the focus right very quickly. So it's a pretty good tip to know, to make sure before you go out that you've got it all fully set up and making sure that you can see through it clearly, because the focus takes a little bit of adjusting to get bang on.
Alright, so we've managed to retrieve that deer. Didn't make it very far, so we're going to get that back and get it in the chiller and we're going to test this night vision out a bit further. We're going to try and see if we can find a kettle beast at about 300 yards and see what it looks like through the night vision scope then. So we've managed to find this kettle beast here at 320 yards. As you can see, you can't really see the crosshairs, but thankfully the NV100 has 11 different reticle illumination levels. So you can just pop that on, light it up, and then just dim it down to the level which is best going to suit you to take your shot, which is pretty ideal.
So we'll go here now. We've got these couple deer hung up. That one's looking fat, that one's looking good too. Jason's busy boning them out. Looking good, brother. Ari's vacuum packing and labelling them all. Only 2 bags in now. Got the back stakes in. What was that, the smallest one?
I wonder where that came from.
What the fuck? And there's no bruising in it. That's
No bullet hole or anything in it.
Wow. What the fuck? That's definitely not the bullet that we used. It's a spiker, so it's a year old, but it was half the size of all the rest of the spikers.
Oh yeah.
Do you reckon or not?
Maybe. I wouldn't have a clue, but I just know there's no bruising in here.
Yeah. So it's obviously definitely been shot in the back legs fucking some time ago.
Is that the gate, eh?
Especially because there's no bruising there. You wouldn't want to fucking have that in the middle of your steak anyway.
No.
Lucky you saw it. G'day guys, Johnny here from Altitude Hunting. So first I'd just quickly like to say thank you to OneLeaf for giving us this opportunity to review this night vision scope here. Pretty awesome, and giving me the opportunity to give it away to one of you guys. So cheers heaps for watching the video right through to this point, or just jumping in and skipping straight through to the giveaway part. It's all good. So this scope here, $499 USD. I'm going to quickly give you a rundown on this scope. Went really well, 3 to 12 by 56, 11 different illumination reticle levels, pretty awesome. Super solid. We had it in rain, mud, bashed around on the bike box, no problems at all. And we also have the night vision handheld as well, which clips straight onto the scope, as you would have seen in the video. So for durability, I'm going to give this setup here a 9. I would give it a 10, but we didn't trial it for long enough in the mountains, so 9 is what we're going to go for. Ease of use, give it a 7, just because it took a long time to get all the focus set up. Well, it probably only took 10 minutes, but once we got all that set up, we were away laughing. Value for money, definitely a 10. Yeah, 500 USD or 820 New Zealand dollars for that's pretty bloody good deal. So yeah, so one lucky viewer is going to get a chance to win this here for free. I got it for free, so I'm going to pass it on to the next person for free. So we're going to have a giveaway for that. So all you have to do is like and subscribe to the channel, and then tell us how far you think this shot here was in the video that I'm playing right now. And the winner, who can guess it the closest to the distance of the shot in yards, will be sent this here to their doorstep on the 30th of February. So that's not far away, and I don't have many subscribers, so one of you guys is going to have a really good chance at getting this here shipped straight to your doorstep. So I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the video, and looking forward to seeing if someone can guess it right. And we'll see you guys in the next video.